Hi everyone and welcome to Shoujo Girl 900. This is Shoujo and today I am going to show you what I submitted to DrGluon's little shop. So this is my entry to his little shop that is actually as part of his Rosa series. At least that's what I remember in my head. Basically where he has a sim who is trying to rebuild this mansion. And of course, craziness naturally ensues. But he is allowing the community to come in and basically fill up this shop. And he randomly, every week, he goes live. Almost every week he goes live to do this particular challenge, and he picks randomly a different shop, so every person is highlighted. And if you happen to be interested, I happen to be 218 on that list. I was so close one time. It's just really funny. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into what I put into this shop. So of course the whole concept of this shop is that you're supposed to put new items in it, not really change the floor plan of this at all. That's not the goal. The goal is to fill this shop up with things that Rosa, his sim, can actually be able to purchase. One of the things that I made sure actually to do, one, make sure that everything's on sale, but two, I also put, and I don't know if this will actually follow through whenever he does download this, but I actually put in for these items to be at a much lower cost. So, you can mark things up by so many percent. So I actually selected the lowest percent. So I'm kind of proud of myself about that. But anyway, so I'm going in and kind of figuring out, okay, what do I want to select for him? Because I want things to be a bit cohesive, but also really random. I want Rosa to be able to purchase at least one thing in this shop. So I found this bed from Cats and Dogs, and I thought this was just a really cute mint green color, and so that kind of inspired this whole area in this section for what I decided that I wanted to pick out. So from there, I'm kind of looking around for different types of furniture, and everybody needs a rocking chair, right? I love when Nifty Knitting came in and we got our first rocking chairs, and so I decided, this mint green kind of sort of goes with that chair, so why not add that in? And from there, just kind of going through and what else is needed in a bedroom, and of course or what's needed in general, and naturally just your basic bookcase would be needed. So kind of searching around, looking at all the swatches and what might fit, and so just doing a standard white. Now of course you can't have move objects on at all when you're doing this particular update. Otherwise things just won't work for him. And then after that I was like, again, ooh, mint green. I found this kind of mint green dresser here, and it just it was so pretty and really kind of fit in with the other decor. The hardest part really was trying to find space for everything to fit. You can't use move objects, so you got to just figure out what all is going to work. Definitely need to have mirrors. So just looking at various types of mirrors, what anything that might be useful for him to purchase. So he has a fairly good selection. Rosa, she has a fairly good selection of mirrors that she can choose from. Now, I know at one point we did have a cat, and of course they're now, with a better family. Rosa couldn't provide the best place for them, so I wanted to add these in as maybe an opportunity for Doc to be able to put in kind of a remnants of cats. Plus, there's supposed to be a cat specific place in that build. So I decided to have the cat in there, but I personally am a dog fan actually, so have to have my dogs represented as well. From there, just getting some, I mean, really, like this little shop is like a little shop of randomness, and I believe that's what I end up calling it because I literally just put in a lot of random things. So looking at like different kitchen type things, that different kitchen clutter items, and just putting those around. So some of this doesn't necessarily make any sense, but it's one of those things that, hey, you never know. Everybody needs a tote, right? So just picking some kind of random things that may not make sense, but it's just adding a little fun. You never know what Rosa might need each week in the challenge. And so my end goal was to try and find every single item that she could possibly need, such as toilet paper, and make sure that that was available in this shop. Now, of course, you can't have, the toilet paper without having some nice towels as well. So I decided to nix the original towels that I had, and I found these sets of towels and hand towels, and I thought this would probably be a little classier for what Rosa was going to be updating. So just trying to find all of those kind of matching things and connecting those all together so that she has that whole selection there, so she can have the whole collection of towels if she so chooses. Now, from here, I thought, you never know. Maybe she wants a new washer and dryer, or maybe the washer and dryer just, the aesthetic isn't working. I don't know. So from there, I was putting in what I thought might be some necessities. Plus, there's that mint green thing again, and the mint green color again, so just adding that mint green in there. And I don't think that she has any heating or cooling in there, so I wanted to add that as well as potentially something. I don't know that she has a bike, but every sim really needs a bike. That's in order to get your fun up and your fitness up, yes, you need bikes. I took out the mannequins because I really wanted more space for things that Doc could actually purchase. That was my main goal, was to get as many things possible in here that might be useful. So maybe Rosa needs a soccer ball to have some fun. It's a possibility. And I just love the nifty knitting items, and maybe Rosa decides she wants to take up knitting later on, who knows. But at least she has that option. Or maybe the sellers are wanting something that's knitting related. And having that microphone in there as well. Just having some of those skill building items that you might need in the build. You never know what might be requested. Now, I decided that I liked this kind of interesting looking wallpaper. So, it might not be something up her alley, but I just thought that, why not? And then the cats and dogs wood flooring is really a classic. And as I was thinking of the cats and dogs wood flooring, then I started thinking about something that is near and dear to all of our hearts, and that is a shiplap. You almost can't say it anymore without having that in there. So the shiplap is up. So I did take out that kind of weird looking, in hopes that, hey, you never know, maybe Rosa wants to get into the 2010s again, like Em is doing in Doc's other Let's Play, the 100 Baby Challenge, where we've got shiplap up in that house. I swear it's one of the most iconic Doc has so many iconic songs, but Shiplap is definitely one of my many favorites. Now we're just doing some outside decorations, and I'm trying to choose between two very special bushes, because you can't go wrong with a woohoo bush. And then you also can't go wrong with a tent. You never know when all of a sudden everything is still breaking, and maybe Rosa needs to start, living in a tent outside. Though I think things are getting a lot better now. Also adding Patchy in there, possibly for the greenhouse. Then finding a nice grill, of course, going with that kind of mint green theme that I was looking at as well. You can't go wrong with, a trash can. Those are kind of a must. And then I found the iconic portrait of Jerry, and I knew that I needed to have this. Even if Doc doesn't purchase it, it needed to be large and in this shop. I mean, like I said, even if he doesn't buy it, Jerry is there, iconic, and you can't go wrong with a Jerry portrait in any build. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Doc does have one, but this one is a much larger size. From there, just trying to find some other artwork. We've got this kind of iconic breakfast painting as well, which I put up there. Just double checking and seeing if there's any additional space where I could put more artwork up, because you never know what type of artwork Doc might need. We can never go wrong with a llama painting. The animal's too iconic for The Sims not to add. So I was glad I was able to add that in there. Again, even if he doesn't put it in there, somebody can always download this from the gallery and have it as their own build and play in it. Now from here I decided that I wanted to try out some different lot traits, just, to add a little fun. I didn't have quite as many packs as I do now. Figure adding some fast internet and having teens, because, that would maybe be a little funny, having teens coming around, and then having dogs coming as well. Dogs and foxes, why not? So you might see a lot of teenagers coming around. And then going in, and again, Little Shop of Randomness is what I ended up naming this. So Little Shop is the original name by DrGluon, but I decided to add of randomness just because I felt like that's really what this build was. This shop is really feels very random, but there should be something in there that Rosa should be able to find and buy. So if you'd like to, of course, download this build, Shoujo Girl 900 is my name on the gallery. So feel free to join in on this particular challenge. As I said, there's no move objects, no cheats, no CC, and this is part of the docshop hashtag, and it has been entered on the list as well, and it's posted on the gallery, so I hope you all like it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.